Next speaker is here with some live demonstration. It's going to be very exciting. Dr. Kanav Kahol, who is the team leader, Affordable Health Technologies Division at the Public Health Foundation of India. He works towards technology that enables patients to become co-designers of their health by actively being participants in designing their health and prevention programs. Broadly, his research in healthcare encompasses a wide spectrum of state-of-the-art information technology, mobile technology, and sensor technology for public health. It includes applications such as simulation and games for training and education, social networking tools and feedback and monitoring systems that involve wearable sensors and mobile computing. Dr. Kahol leverages these state-of-the-art technologies to advance optimal human-machine symbiosis frameworks towards inculcating best practices in medical education and promoting patient compliance and patient access through information technology. Through rigorous testing and field experience and experiments, his research has successfully shown that use of such technology is crucial in medical education and practice. He also investigates the role of technology in informing public health policies and practices. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Kahol.
Hi, my name is Kanav. I'm actually the head of Affordable Health Technologies Division of Public Health Foundation of India. And I'm going to try and talk to you about empowering frontline health workers with the use of technology. What you see here is actually a live ECG that's being done by a machine that lies right in this bag. My friend right there, Sushane, is back there, who's strapped up to the ECG. What we have in this bag is the ability to do 33 diagnostic tests on a mobile phone. Right? This includes ECG, a full 12-lead ECG, blood pressure, blood sugar, hemoglobin, urine protein, urine sugar, typhoid, jaundice, malaria, a lot of tests that can actually be done right here on this machine. It's got a nice solar panel right on front, so as you move around in rural areas, it can actually charge the machine inside. Let me actually open up the bag for you, so you get a little bit of sense of what it is. In fact, before I open up the bag, it's actually being used a lot in Jammu and Kashmir. And I'll talk about that during my slides. But one of the more interesting things about this is the amount of time you've spent just designing the bag. To give you an example, right within this bag is actually a raincoat that is meant to protect this particular element. So the fact that you can actually protect it while you're moving around, and during the floods in Jammu and Kashmir, this was actually something that people loved using. The machine itself is very nice and small. So pick it out, I'm going to move it around. That's where actually the main kit lies, and what's lying inside is this little machine. And that's the one that does all your tests. It interfaces with your mobile phone. You've got an Android app via Bluetooth, and this is the one that can actually go ahead and do all the tests. You have a blood sugar, you can just insert a strip. You've got hemoglobin, strip-based, pregnancy test, all of that element that's actually lying within that. Let me actually show you what actually happens once you get the diagnostics within this. And we've actually built the system to be used by frontline health workers. You guys, many of you are from hospitals. Hospitals don't end up in the places where I work in. Okay? Places where I work in are districts of Ramban, Rajouri, Doda, Kishwar, Leh, Poonch. Not many hospitals there, and definitely I don't see a Fortis coming up very soon. So we actually have various ways in which we can care. So let's say I was going to give antenatal care to a lady. That's Meenu Sharma. Let's look at that. Let me actually open up how this system will work. Could we go to the ANC forms, click on nutrition, please. And here, let's say there are a bunch of questions that the frontline health worker can answer. I'm presenting it in English, but it's actually available in Hindi, Gujarati, Punjabi, Urdu, many languages that's available. If you don't understand the question, for example, if you don't understand beneficiary taking folic acid, you can just hold it and it'll actually give you a hint on what that question actually means. So you can see that the hint is right there. So frontline health workers don't actually need too much of training to use the system. In fact, the amount of training it requires to use this bag is less than a day. Okay? And we've actually had a lot of fun. So you can say, the beneficiary taking folic acid, fine, how many tablets were given, when was this given, all of that's actually a part of it. When you look at question number 4, so the question number 4 is beneficiary eating more food than normal. Turns out in rural areas, you know, the mother-in-laws are as nasty as what they show in some of the Ekta Kapoor shows, and they'll say, you don't need to eat more food, you know, we've had 20 kids and we never ate more food. I don't know what your problem is. So let's mark a no there, right? And is the beneficiary sleeping more than 8 hours? Again, one of those things where, you'll not be given. As soon as you press save on this button, what happens is the advice is actually generated by the system itself. So the frontline health worker doesn't actually need to know what to tell the patient. It's actually generated by the system, and they can just render that particular advice to the patient. Let's click OK on that, and let me show you another version of this. Now let's go to the symptomatic piece, right? Now, does the beneficiary have bleeding? Let's say we mark a yes there, and we mark a no in watery fluids. If you go down and just press save on this, right? When you actually do this, it is worth an emergency referral. So now, this is when the patient needs to be transferred to the hospital immediately. As soon as I press OK, what happens is that this report is sent via SMS to the doctor in the first referral unit that is actually happening within that, right? We have apps that can do the registration of the mother. We have apps that do antenatal care. Right on top, you have the intranatal care, postnatal care, child care, family planning. All of that system is actually right here within it. So you can actually see that we've got that. Can we click on the DSS, Sushen? Okay, here's another one. That's called the decision support system. Let's click on the patient, right? Now in this particular case, let's go on diagnosis. And the patient can actually walk in with any of these 60 symptoms. You can have cough, diarrhea, go up, just show the list. Diarrhea, urinary symptoms, and if you keep on going up, Sushen, please, thank you. And in fact, it even has mental health symptoms like abused client, rape, things like that. These are problems that we actually do not think of, but they are actually medical issues. And so is mental health, right? So let's say you come in and let's actually go ahead and do a cough, right? And let's click on the cough, click on body, and this actually leads to a frontline health worker going through what's known as a decision support dial. The first thing is this an emergency? So if you click on emergency, here any of these symptoms actually make it an emergency that a frontline health worker cannot actually handle. So let's say, for example, they were coughing up greater than 1 tablespoon of fresh blood. If you actually press next on it, it will now generate a referral automatically, right? So go to the recommendation and say, if available, give oxygen, refer to doctor, press OK, right? And again, what's great is that the report is also automatically produced. You choose the doctor to which you want to send the patient, go ahead, press continue, and the letter is automatically generated for the referral. And it goes to the doctor via email, SMS, and if they have the Swasthya Slate, along with all the diagnostics, that information is also transmitted to the doctor. Let's actually start the DSS again. I want to show something else. And we are logged in as a auxiliary nurse midwife. So again, let's actually do a diarrhea case in this particular element, right? Just go to diarrhea, right? And let's click on emergency, just press next. Let's now make this an emergency. Now it actually goes to routine. You can do it. So confirm the fact that there is diarrhea. So go ahead and confirm that, right? Have you had diarrhea for at least 2 weeks? Let's just not click on that. And also you can see that it's linked with other disease conditions. So if you actually have an HIV positive, then it's a very different system. Let's just click on negative on that particular case. Click on next. Right? And it's actually ready to generate a recommendation, and in this case it actually will also give you generic salts that need to be dealt with the patient. In our particular case, almost 70% of patients are actually being seen by the frontline health workers and dealt with locally without the need for them to be referred to any other clinic. If they have to be referred, then the 108 service, which is the ambulance service, is automatically called in, and we actually move forward. And in this case, again, the reporting is produced, but this time it's not a referral, it is just simply talking about the fact that this treatment had happened. So all of this does happen under the supervision of doctors. But as we very well know, in India there's a huge shortage of doctors. We don't have enough doctors. So we actually wanted to go ahead and produce something that can move it forward. Can we switch to the presentation now, please? That is what the Swasthya Slate is. It's not just this bag. or what goes inside the bag. It's actually the fact that we're able to move forward and give you all these functionalities that are required of the of a public health system. We've been working on this now for roughly 3 years. It was basically July 2011 that I moved back from US. I was a faculty in Mayo Clinic, US. I moved back here, settled in, and I wanted to do something. When I moved back, I met a lot of experts from India, and everybody said, pack your bags and go back. Right? Everybody said, just pack your bags, go back. यहाँ बिजली पानी नहीं है और तू मोबाइल फोन्स की बात करता है. And they said, you know, I don't know why you're here. You should just simply go ahead and move forward and move back. So then I did what any normal sane person would do. Every Friday I would go to the ISBT, which is the Interstate Bus Terminus of Delhi, and I would pick a bus anywhere within 200 kilometers of Delhi, would always dress up in a suit, so I looked nice and official enough. And I would just start talking to people in that bus, and they would actually start telling me about various things. For example, I learned a lot of good recipes for great foods, but they would also start talking about healthcare and how they would get healthcare. And that's when I actually got introduced to this whole idea of frontline health worker and task shifting. And it was during one of these visits to actually Himachal in Palampur, where I was sitting with Anganwadi workers, and I spent a lot of time with them. One of them actually invited me over to her house. It was a very small house, but she served me food. I would like to say it was good, but it wasn't, which was kind of sad. But she did serve me food, which was nice. And while she actually did serve me food, at the end of the conversation, you know, she showed me the corner of her house, which were 55. There were these 55 books lying on top of each other, and they were all basic manuals, you know, like do this, this is how you do blood pressure, this is how you treat these things. And she said that they're completely useless because people don't change their behavior based on generic guidelines. And she wanted to have a diagnostic kit, and that was actually the beginning of Swasthya Slate, or the health tablet. Today, I'm happy to say that Swasthya Slate is now in 6 districts in Jammu and Kashmir. It's employed by